is Ray Murphy. I'm from Brownswood in Enniscorthy. But I lived in Enniscorthy for years, and I used to love fly fishing. And I remember going down one morning beside this bridge here on the River Slaney, and I cast out my rod, as any flyman do, and the fly just happened to land at my foot, and then I just put up the cast again, and there in me hold, what was there, only a 4-pound trout. I had only been there for about 2 minutes.
That was the equivalent of winning the lottery today.
Yes, it was indeed.
Wasn't that fantastic? Isn't it great when you get something like that?
And
was that in that river where we're looking now?
Yes, it was just down south of that river.
Oh, good.
Where I caught the trout, and I believe it was the biggest experience I ever had in my life. The picture is brilliant, and it reflects everything on Enniscorthy, and I think the castle and the reflection in the river is great altogether.
But it's interesting you say that, because there's not many towns in Ireland that have that kind of a picture. Like, it's like a scene from a Disney movie with somebody pushing a castle up behind it. It is unusual, isn't it?
It is indeed. The only thing is you've brought the umbrellas into it there.
Yes.
Which I say you brought into it, which is
during the festival I was
more
here.
modern thing.
Yeah.
And the castle is unique to Enniscorthy, and I think people should come to see the castle.
Oh, I mean, that's one of the most picturesque views I've seen in any town in Ireland.
It is a lovely place altogether. It is really. Yes.
And so, did you work locally then?
I worked as a psychiatric nurse for 35 years in Enniscorthy.
Right.
Some say I should have ended up there anyway, regardless.
And do any of these buildings have a connection with you?
Most of them do, because I remember all the antique tavern, the old pub there where...
Which pub?
My name is John Wall.
Great, John.
Yeah.
And you're in Enniscorthy, man?
That's right, born and reared in Enniscorthy, yeah.
Great. And what do you think of the picture?
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
You know, I really like it now, you know. Everything, you know, about it, like, you know, it's absolutely fantastic. And even the river itself, like, you know, I have great memories of the river.
Yeah.
I used to do a lot of fishing there.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of fish would you catch there?
Well, come up around the end of May, June, there's sea trout come up.
Oh, right.
There's some brown trout as well, and it's a great salmon river as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Still?
Still, but it's kind of a lot of salmon now is not getting into the river because it's all these big nets down in the harbour and out for the sea is stopping a lot of that coming up. But still, a lot of sea trout, you know.
Well, right.
But now, at the moment, I just noticed, because I walk down there with my dog there every morning now, and I just noticed in the last couple of years that there's actually seals coming up to the river.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, this day, last Sunday, fortnight ago today, I was down there. I'd be down there early, a little after 7 o'clock in the morning, and I actually counted 3 seals in the space of a quarter of a mile, you know, coming up.
I remember seeing in Carrigaholt in the north. I was walking along by the pier there. I saw a seal lying on his back. You can't really comprehend it at the moment.
Right, well, actually, a brother of mine, a younger brother of mine, there a couple of months ago, was walking his 2 dogs down along the river, and there was a seal with a salmon just in again the bank, and again he got his phone out to capture it.
Yeah. Oh, he got it, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
He got it. The seal, when he saw him coming, like, he frightened the seal with the salmon. He had him in again the bank, but he went out anyway, and the seal, and the brother had his phone on, and he managed to get him when he came up to the water with a seal in his mouth.
Very good. Salmon.
Salmon. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And
so, did you grow up in Enniscorthy then?
Oh yeah. Actually, not far from there, the castle. A couple of 100 yards at the back of the castle.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That's where we lived, and we used to always play. The river is a great attraction. That's where we, you know, spent most of our time. Yeah, the Cotton Tree pub.
It's called the Cotton Tree.
It's called the Cotton Tree.
What's it called? It's changed name now, is it?
Yeah, it's what they call it now, Hurricanes now. Yeah. And to the left of the Cotton Tree was actually here, just down the far side of the bridge there. There was a cotton tree. That's where it got its name. Yeah, at the time of the battle in Vinegar Hill, 1798. Like,
Right.
tied their horses to the tree. You know, that's the.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's a great little town now. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I was really, even that day I was looking around to try and get a nice picture. I was very surprised when I just landed in that spot, and I thought, wow, I've got it.
Yeah.
And once you get the right picture, you've got it. So listen, that's great. Thank you very much now.
No problem.
Okay. My name is Lynn Doyle.
Great name.
And I swear to tell the whole truth. Nothing and everything except the truth. Yeah, this picture brings back some terrible haunting memories. I'm from Gorey, 18 miles south of Enniscorthy. I love the picture.
Great.
I love Enniscorthy. I fell in love with Enniscorthy. Sold my house in Gorey and bought a house in Enniscorthy. And I've been living
how long ago was that?
15 years ago.
Very good. And you're still a blowing?
I'm still a blowing, yeah. But as a chap, I used to, anyone that know me would know that I used to like to keep fit, get up early in the mornings and stuff like that. So I used to cycle to Enniscorthy.
Yeah.
And that exact scene there now brings back two very taunting memories because I was about 7 o'clock one morning. I was just down at the end of the steps there after having a swim.
Point it out?
Yeah, just here. I was down after having a swim there about 7 o'clock, and geez, I turned to one side. And people don't believe the story when I tell them. I heard this noise, and when I turned around, there was standing, about definitely 9 foot tall, a grizzly bear. He was definitely 9 foot tall. Jeez, I got an awful fright. And luckily enough, I looked further, and there was this little fella standing beside him with a lead. Jeez, I started putting on my shoes and socks, and I was walking up along the steps and said, "What the hell, a grizzly bear?" So I shouted to the man, "What's the story with the bear?" He said, "I'm washing him." I said, "What?" He said, "I'm getting him a wash." He said, "I'm here with the circus." Oh, jeez, right. So I hadn't known that. I said, so it turned out anyway, the circus was visiting the town, and this little job was come down anyway and watch the grizzly bear. But I did get a fright, but...
How old were you then?
Oh, jeez, sure, just only about... sure, I was only about 12 at the time. I was cycling from Gorey.
I was going to say, if you'd been a bit older, you'd had a few pints the night before, you'd be wondering.
People would have said that, yeah. But anyone that knows would know I wouldn't be capable of telling and with the truth. But there was another memory then that I was after cycling down one day. It was a Sunday morning, and we used to get up early and go for a good cycle. So came down this morning anyway, and I was just on the bridge there, having an ice cream after cycling from Gorey, when a priest, and that time, going back that time now, this was around 1978, and the priests were powerful people. You didn't, you didn't back chat to the priest or anything like that. You know, you were afraid of him. Yeah. But this priest came in anyway. He was riding a horse, and Jesse jumped off the horse and he says, "Here, young lad, hold that horse there. Yeah. I'll be back in a minute." I said, "Yes, Father, I won't." I says, "I didn't cycle down from Gorey to hold your horse." I said, Jesse turned anyway and he walked. Oh, big towering man looked in across me and said, "Held out the reins. Hold that horse," he says, "or I'll put a curse on you and I'll stick your 2 feet to the ground." Jesse turned and held the reins. He was walking around and said, "Come back here now, Father. I'll tell you what you'll do. Save that curse. Put the curse on the horse there. She'll be here when you get back, so you won't need me to drive." So that was my 2 memories of this paint.
Very good, very good.
So that was it, and like I said, the rest is history.
So listen. Tommy, nice to meet you. Carl is my name. So, Tommy, first of all, what do you think of the picture?
Oh, it's very good, brilliant. Yeah, it's nice for the colour and all that. Very
good.
Yeah.
And now, you've been in Enniscorthy all your life, have you?
Yeah.
And so is there any parts of that picture then that bring back memories?
Oh, there's a lot of it would, all right, yeah. I remember that house there. It belonged to Hendricks.
Did you work in Enniscorthy town? Oh, did you?
Yeah.
And what did you do?
Carpentry and joinery.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So did you build anything in that picture?
Oh, yes, yeah. That house there of
that one you mentioned, the grey one, is it?
Mentioned, I done all the front for that, yeah. I done all the joinery for that. All the windows and all the doors.
Specialty windows.
Yeah, I done all that for him, yeah.
The next one, that one there.
That one.
And what was it called?
It is called, well, the Rathers had that at one stage.
So listen, that's fantastic, and thank you very much.
Yeah.